guys, this is Pikmin Master. Now, okay, so originally, like just moments before I, decided to narrate this particular video, this was supposed to be a Tops episode. So, yeah, this was to be a Tops episode for the DLC wishlist I want from Marquez Ultra Smash. But, like, literally just a few moments before narrating this, I thought to myself, how am I going to order this? Since this is just a wish list. It's not exactly, what particular parts of a wish list do I want. It's not like, oh, hey, what am I hoping for the final Smash presentation thing. It's not like that. So, and then I was thinking, well, maybe we just do it in no particular order. But that's the point of Tops. It's supposed to be in order, so I can't do that. So I decided, you know what, I'll just turn the whole thing into a Thoughts on video. And make Tops 101 something else. Because I have quite a few things I could use for Tops 101. Including the original thing I wanted for Tops 101. So anyway, here's Thoughts on video for this. Okay, so hopefully with Martin's Ultra Smash being out like a few weeks, hopefully this is still relevant. Since, well, it's only been out for not long ago, a few weeks maybe. So, yeah. It sucks that we not entirely sure at the time of this video that Nintendo plans to actually do anything with Ultra Smash now that it's out. I don't know how well it sells, nor do I want to know really, but I'm not sure that it's enough. That's the complete lack of content it has. It's justified enough for DLC for the game. Plus, since they never said they were going to get DLC, unlike Splatoon, so yeah, I'm really not hopeful for any DLC for Ultra Smash, which makes me really not want to buy any further because the whole not insufficient content thing isn't really a reason for me to buy the game and do online videos for it. Unless Nintendo pays me for it, then we'll talk. But let's stall. I'm not gonna stall slightly further. Now, the difference between a DLC wish list and a general improvement idea for have, because the difference, like DLC, well, what I mean by that is extra content that will definitely benefit the game. However, like it adds on to the game. Yeah, it's more adds on to the game more than just improves the game. There's two different things. Where improvements are, well, just that, just fixing things or getting things that should be there in the first place. Something that needs to be there. Okay. Now, first things first, I'm going to say stuff. I think of ways for Camelot to improve Ultra Smash. Now, I'm going to start with the stupidest thing. Now, the stupidest thing I would want there is the whole blown story mode. Because Martez Game Boy and Martez Power Tour, or the Game Boy Advance version, for those who don't have that as a name, there's a story mode involving the character who's new to the Tennis Academy. I forgot. Just Tennis Academy. Who just rise up to the ranks, just beating up people. Just not beating up people. Playing matches against people like higher in the ranks than you, and keeps going and going until you go to a big tournament, and then you win said tournament, and then you fight against the Mario Company. That's the point of the story mode for those games. However, now I don't really particularly want story mode for this one because I think it's better if they save it for a new Mario Tennis. I mean, for crying out loud, the guys that make Golden Sun, like, why do they not make a story mode for something they made story modes for? That's what I'm saying. I think now's a bit too late to have a story mode, which is why I really don't want a new Subspace Emissary for Smash Wii U. Of course, if it does show up, it'll be cool, but nah. Okay, next one, I can't really say whether or not it qualifies as a DLC, something that adds on to the game, or a general improvement. It's a different mode. Now, what I mean by different mode is that, how the Mega Battle mode, and then the Standard and Classic Tennis? Yeah, let's have a mode, which is basically Mario Power Tennis. Which, what it does is that, in Mario Power Tennis, you you do a shot or whatever, it builds up a meter, and once those meters full, of course you hear the sound. Then you could press either I guess R and then A or B, depending on whether or not you want an offense shot, which of course does a really big shot that has different effect depending on the player, or if you press B R and B, or if you're far away, it doesn't matter. You find a way to get the ball back to the other side of the court regardless of where you are. Like, for example, some characters, they rush towards the ball, or they somehow move the ball. So, and that's power shots. And, of course, being Mario Power Tennis, since chance shots did not exist back then, of course, it'll move the chance shots, but have this slight comeback mechanic. However, I really don't want that to be, like, a big deal. Like, maybe have, like, once in a longer while than usual, like, as more of a true comeback mode. That's an idea I had. Okay, now time for actual ways I want Mario Tennis Ultra Smash to be improved. First and foremost, the freaking menu. Oh my god, I have a huge beef with this freaking menu. I know I don't have the game yet, but I've seen the menu and it looks freaking horrible. It just looks wrong. It looks wrong. This is Mario Tennis, not like really bad thing for like Superstar or something. I don't know, or stuff. It just doesn't look right. Okay, first of all, why is the Mega Battle, one, its own slot on the menu, and two, why is such a huge slot? Like, it's just because Mega Battle is the gimmick of the game doesn't mean that it needs to be accentuated this much. I mean, Power Tennis did accentuate on the battle mode. Not the battle mode, the power shots. Heck, you can play Power Tennis without even bothering with power shots. I think you do a tournament mode, but it's not part of its own thing. It's you go to the exhibition and then some character select your core, and then you can choose whether or not you want power shots. No. Then you choose the gimmick and the standard mode. Then when you go to how many game sets, then you can choose power shots. So that's where it's like the last thing in like the main gimmick of the game is like the last thing you select before you start the game, not the first. Like that's why I really don't like the menu there. And then the main part of the part where the people are gonna bother with in Ultra Smash is just right there in the side, like a small part of the side. What the heck? I mean, like I don't mind if Mega Ball Rally just wants part of its menu. Fine, if it's like the only side thing in the game, sure. And Knockout Challenge, I don't mind it being its own tiny slot there, but the Mega Battle part is just really not supposed to be there. And yes, I really have a big beef with the freaking menu. It just looks utterly wrong. If freaking Smash 4's menu system, and if every most Final Fantasy games menu system battles are like less complex, less weird than this, then you have a huge problem. I know some people don't care about the menu, but I do. I have a big beef with the menu. Okay. Next thing I want to be improved on. Where's the opening cutscene? If the Game Boy games had, I don't know if the original Game Boy had a cutscene, but I know Power Tour had an opening cutscene. Yeah, it's like half decent, but it's still there. I mean, if you just continue this tradition of having this cool thing, I'll be surprised if you were to put an opening cutscene, that cutscene was the best part of the game. But just have that cutscene there. It's really drives home how cool, some funniness of this game. I mean, you could have at least had like some weird antics with Wario and Waluigi, like they for my Power Tennis and Toadstool Tour. They had funny cutscenes by Wario and Waluigi, and like they were fun to watch once in a while. Like, granted, like people might just skip the opening cutscene, go straight to the menu. Fine, yeah, that makes total sense. I do that all the time. But the fact that it's just not there in the first place, it just, what's the saying goes, like, what's the you won't miss it until it's gone? I think something like that. Yeah. Oh, only 10 minutes? Sheesh. Okay, next one. Using Amiibo on the exhibition modes. And by that, I mean, after they fix the menu, you can, like, select Amiibo to fight there, not just the Amiibo, the knockout challenge. Like, for example, let's say I have 4 Amiibo compatible for Ultra Smash, right? What I'm going to do, I just want to see my Amiibo play tennis with each other, like I do with Smash. Like most of the time, all I do with Amiibo nowadays, it just puts like 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8 player Smashes on, just to see my Amiibo fights, see how they do. I like to have that in Ultra Smash, but no, the only thing have is just you and 1 Amiibo on a knockout challenge. But by the way, I'm gonna say this a little later, but the knockout challenge itself is fine. I got nothing wrong with it. But still, like, I want to see Amiibo and Amiibo versus Amiibo and Amiibo. Like, I just want to see that on the main modes of the game. Maybe not online mode. Maybe not have Amiibo, like 2 Amiibos, like, and you do nothing on online. That makes sense, but still. Next one, friend rooms. Duh. Next one. What really stinks is that I don't know what possessed Camelot to do this, but if they have official artwork for Ultra Smash, why not use it? Because from what I've seen, when you see like do a knockout challenge, you just see the stock artwork for each of these characters. Like, and okay, for some freaking weird reason, like, I don't know how it'll ever happen, but let's just say that Ultra Smash is some kid's first game, right? And then let's say go to the knockout challenge, and then you notice that let's say Peach or Daisy, they wear their skirts. No, they're not the skirts, they're dresses. And then people thinking, wait a minute, but Peach and Daisy don't wear this. Why even? How is that possible? Just saying, like, let them have the original artwork. I don't care like how hard it is like to make original artwork. Just like splice a part of the character animations, and there you go. There's your artwork. Just use that or something. Not like the generic ones. So you can see the generic ones everywhere else than Nintendo everything. Not even the site. No, I mean like Nintendo in everything. Just use the freaking original artwork, not the freaking stock stuff. It's just no. Alright, so that's my ways to just simply improve Ultra Smash, not just like for straight DLC. If you have any ideas for, other ways to improve it without necessarily having to dip into extra content, then go and put in the comments below. Okay, now for the real thing, the real part of this video, the DLC wish list for Ultra Smash. Now, I want this to be a regular thing, in which, like, how a DLC wish list for a game that I would like that at the time of whenever I narrate them don't have DLC. Like, for example, let's say, for example, there's a, okay, I'm gonna say this really bad example. Imagine the Federation Force was still a thing, right? And, like, we don't know if that has DLC or not. So, hey, how about make a video of a wish list for DLC of that game? Just saying. I'm probably not gonna get Federation Force. No, I'm probably not sure if that's still even a thing. Anyway, the DLC wish list for Ultra Smash. What do I want? In no particular order, because that's why it's not a toss episode. Let's start with the stadium. Okay, so people who know anything about the game, you know that there's quite a few courts. You know, the grass court, the clay court, the ice court, that sort of thing. The standard stuff plus like some Mario twists into them. It's kind of cool they even have the morph court. That's kind of a fun thing they had from Open. Yeah, the one thing they had fun from Open, at least they kept it. That's cool. However, the catch is that there's only one thing in the background. So the clay court has exactly the same background as the sand court. Or is it called the sand court? I don't even get it anymore. But it has the same stadium, the background. The DLC I want for it is more of those, more of the background. Why do I call it DLC and not just an improvement? Because what would be really cool is that, let's say there is a stadium background that's like a beach, right? Or it's like a beach level, and of course, naturally, you might think, oh, let's have like a sand thing, like sand court to go to the sand background. What if instead you have the beach level and then the court itself is grass? Like, that'd be really like off the wall, right? Or maybe if the background is, I know they're not gonna do this if they're gonna do it. What if it's like a big, I don't know, like a park in a giant city? You know, like the Big Apple, for example. Like or what's the Central Park, I believe? Well, I'll go to Boston Common, for example. That's the one I know because it's right near where I live. Let's say there is a background based in Boston Common, and then you see like people like walking around the background just cheering for you, and you see the ponds, like one of the ponds there, and they're all just looking at you while you guys playing tennis, that sort of thing, and then match that with the ice court or the morph court. That'll be like really redonkulous, and I feel like that alone just feels like a good addition for DLC. Like, cause it just feels kind of hilarious. Like, it might be like a bit one off, but it's kind of a fun addition to the game. Like the ability to mix and match different courts. I mean, not mix and match different stadiums and courts. Okay. Next one, characters. Duh. I'm not even gonna go I'm not gonna say like what characters what I don't want. Mostly because one, I made a video on that. Feature me if you want. Just put that as a suggested video for the end slate. Then there's of course the characters that I want, and not really more to say, but I really do want like Amiibo of those characters. Maybe like characters that already have their Amiibo. I don't know. I mean, like, we already have, let's see here, Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, DK, Wario, BJ, Rosalina. I think I'm missing at least one, but and Toad. But it'd be cool to have like Amiibo of Dry Bowser, because I want to Amiibo Dry Bowser. That'd be cool. Of who else? Oh yeah, I missed Yoshi, right? A Bowser of who else is in the game? The Spritzy Princess? Sure. And of course, Waluigi, Daisy, no duh. But it's just really weird that they're not planning to have Amiibo of characters that should be there. It just, why? Just why? By the way, I didn't include Toadhead because I really, really don't like Toadhead. Okay. Next one. More of the obvious things, like, where's the tournament mode? Where's, like, ring shot? Where is the Piranha Challenge from 64? Where's the ring tournament? I don't think the ring tournament would be, like, really weird. Where's that weird Mario Kart-esque thing where you hit on a Bowser court and it, throws in items, and those items you do certain things in? Where are those? Where's Super Mario Tennis? I mean, granted, that's still a one-off thing, but hey, I like that one-off thing, like every once in a while. That looks pretty cool. So, where are those? And I know it'd be stupid, but I'd have some other mini games in there. Oh, what that paint one from our Power Tennis? You know that painting thing where you throw you either do a shot on the ball and it paints a sort of section where you put it from? Yeah, what is that? I want to do that. That'll be cool, right? Okay. Next up, you know how in Mario Tennis Open, where you have the Mii's playable? By the way, Camelot, where's the Mii's playable characters? They can, have different outfits, and they affect their stats, sort of thing. By the way, this place is completely broken. I mean, like, freaking why? Freaking Superstar shirt. However, instead of that nonsense, how about we do like just cosmetics? Like maybe you could have your me be like a generic like, a certain tile like generic between from everyone else. For example, if you want all around, it'd be like Mario. If you want technical, it'd be like Peach. If you want defense, it'll be more like Waluigi, or power, be like any of the power characters really. I would say Bowser, but I think Bowser is way too much. Maybe like DK. If you want tricky, be like BJ, or be like Sprixie. But yeah, that's one thing. We could have just have your me choose one of the different types, and then it'll be more like a clone of that certain character. But it wouldn't be that big of a deal because because if you want your me, if you like a certain type, you don't like a certain character, you can have your me have that certain type, and of course, me could be anyone. Although I don't think they're gonna allow you go online with the Hitler me. Just saying. And have the DLC costumes be only for cosmetics. For example, for Smash, the costumes for there don't affect the me at all. So you can have that sort of thing. And all you do how about just bring the ones from Open and bring it up to Ultra Smash and maybe make some new ones. Especially based on Sprixie Princess, who hasn't been represented, or Rosalina, or I think I'm pretty sure there's a Toad outfit there. That sort of thing. And maybe add some more interesting ones, like maybe characters from the handheld games, maybe. That sort of thing. Next thing is more rewards. I can't really say what rewards because I haven't thought of any. Like, I don't know, for example, maybe more modes, perhaps? Maybe like you can use like the knockout challenge as an incentive to get some new modes or something. Or maybe like a different way to use the knockout challenge, maybe like knockout challenge but maybe like strictly doubles, maybe like knockout challenge but in different courts. Or speaking of different courts, how about gimmick courts? Like maybe like I said before with my Power Tennis mode, maybe you can also have like much more gimmicky courts. Except with Mario Power Tennis, almost every single course aside from just the basic few have gimmicks behind them. Like, so I think there's one like Rico Harbor stage that's like Rico Harbor Court that has like shifting shifting platforms, like they shrink or rise, and then if you maybe hit certain parts of it, then it counts out of bounds. I don't remember. It's been a while. I played GameCube, but yeah, and maybe like parts where the Wario stage with like conveyor belts, and then yeah, that sort of thing. Maybe have some more gimmick courts alongside some of the more standard stuff. That's all I wrote right now for DLC wishlist and ways to improve the Ultra Smash. So, again, if you have any ideas for straight up DLC, something you would pay for, like maybe it could be free DLC, but something you would pay for, perhaps. Then probably go in the comments, whatever. So anyway, that's it for this particular video. So see you guys later for something else. Hopefully, the actual Toss 101, whatever that's going to be.